Why is spicy macaroni so spicy? It's a legit question. Even though it's level 1, like, my god. I was like, I'm gonna stream tonight, so I'm gonna order like a bunch of the not spicy one. Oh? But like, why is this one spicy? I have no idea. There's chat. Chat's like dead. There we go. So yeah, perhatian sang putri merak yang tertiup angin. Aku Pavolia Reine dari holoID. Attention please, I'm Reine from holoID Generation 2. 皆様ごきげんよう。私、holoID インドネシアに来て、Pavolia Reine と申しますの。以後、お見知りおきを。はい。It's good spicy though? It is. Yummy. This is spicy. Spicy as hell. We're gonna play more Ace Attorney Investigations. I hope you guys are excited for it. How has your day been? I had a pretty okay day. Do you guys know about the movie Exit 8? They made it into a movie. And apparently it's showing soon. Or is it showing already over here? I'm not sure. I might watch it. Like, oh, maybe next week. Or something. Someone's like, I'm out of alarm clocks. Well, sucks for you. I'm out of alarm clock. Well, I'm not. I have like 3 left. What snack are you eating? Fried macaroni. Spicy. Spicy macaroni. Very, very spicy. I heard a lot of good feedback about the movie, really. I'm usually a bit skeptical about games that get adapted into movies. But good to hear that. If there's good reviews, that means it's gonna be good. It's number 1 in the list. Look at that list on the right. It's the number 1. Exit 8 doesn't have much story, so I guess they have a lot of freedom to adapt it. I'll go home. Maybe. It's just like a concept. There's no characters in it either. I heard there's an Aoni movie too, but I've never seen it. Yeah. There is an Aoni movie. Or there's more than one actually. Huh. Interesting. I'm looking it up right now. It loosely adapts the first game. Huh. Okay. I'm kind of curious what the Aoni would look like in live action. Maybe just like CGI? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look at some Gazo images. Oh, wow, okay. It looks a little goofy. But yeah. The Aoni itself is goofy. Okay. I see. I wonder if there will ever be a physical exorcism movie. Ooh. I would love that. If there's a physical exorcism movie, I don't know. Well, how would it be? Will it be an adaptation of the first one? I'm not sure if the world is ready for a physical exorcism movie. Maybe less unhinged games would be easier. Sorry. I have to open my mouth because I don't want to choke by accident. Santai ngunyahnya, soalnya pedas. It's spicy, bro. I'm gonna open Ace Attorney Investigations right now. I think the newest one we played, the Blood Lily Ghost Stories, might be the easiest to adapt, actually. Ha. Okay. Game 4. It feels like very anthology-ish. And the plot itself is very like movie-like. I like it. So crunchy, what you eating? There we go. I'm gonna move to the game screen. Hell yeah! So Kill Bill style storytelling. Can I tell you a secret? I've never seen Kill Bill. And as you guys can see, last time we finished the theme park episode, so the background for this one's the theme park episode. Beautiful. You like it? Really? Let's if we could like watch it somewhere, we might be able to do a watch along. I only remember like the lady with the yellow suit. How much macaroni do you have left? Not a lot, which is why I keep eating. Because there's really not much left. Turnabout reminiscence. What are we remembering now? Oh! Last time the girl did save. She's met Edgeworth before. But we didn't win. Okay, are we guys ready to see another flashback? Alright, I'm gonna shut up. And stop munching for a sec. Kay Faraday. The young lady. Yo, I haven't finished. The piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. "7 years earlier." Who's that? Yeah, that's right. Where's the great Yatagarasu who told me to do it? What exactly are you trying to say? Don't you get it? I know the true identity of the great Yatagarasu. It's gonna be that lawyer. Just kidding. Yatagarasu is the man standing over there at the prosecutor's bench. Yo, what? Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? Don't you deny it. You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday? Yo! I don't even heard just about enough of you. Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You've got to believe me. Okay. Your prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new guy comes in. Okay. Okay, finish my macaroni. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. Oh! So it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be... Oh! As a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Hey! Eiji. Oh, Manfred! Have you read over all the documents regarding this trial? Of course not. Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is just about complete. Always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred von Karma, will accept nothing short of perfection. Yeah, whatever, guy. To have the chance to stand in court at such an early stage in my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself. Crush the defendant's pathetic lies into oblivion. He has black hair. Yes, sir. That such a legendary prosecutor will be watching and judging my performance. Yeah. I have to be perfect in every way. Okay. Let's get my controller. Excuse me, madam, but is something the matter? I just thought someone would have brought horse de Wolvervish by now. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. This is a courthouse, though. Someone poured me a fresh cup of coffee last time I was here. What the heck does she think a courthouse is for? Horse divorce! Yes, that's it. It's a horse divorce. Uma Musume is back. It's time for the divorce, guys. A divorce from mi esposa el condor pasa? Never. Yo, okay. Today's trial should have ended in just 1 minute. Because the defendant was picked up by the security camera, correct? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he only killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous is his claim that the case prosecutor Badd Faraday gave the order. Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Badd Faraday? Huh! He's a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Is that so? Well, there are always a few exceptions. However, there is no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday will not be forgiven. Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good, I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all! The power of Von Karma! Whatever. I was already well aware of that. Shortly or in a moment, which one is it? Be specific. So spicy. You should leave the defendant lobbies. Edgeworth, where is your composure? If you wish to take a look at your enemy, do so in the courtroom as you crush him. Okay, sir. Spicy. Anyways, I think I need to talk to him about today's trial. Have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I've memorized everything that is written down in the case files. Well, then explain the case to me. I want to see if you really know what you are talking about. Understood. A murder was committed on September 8th. Oh, before my birthday in front of the Codopian embassy. The victim, Mr. Dade Man, was a staff member at the embassy. The defendant in this case, Miss Mackerel, was held for questioning in the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of the murder weapon, a gun. Furthermore, at the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu had successfully infiltrated the Codopian embassy as well. At first, Rel claimed that he himself was the Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill Dead Man. I wonder what he expected to gain from such a desperate lie. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight if he is found guilty. There truly is no limit to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. The footage clearly showed Mr. Rel as the murderer. The act of Mr. Rel firing the gun could be clearly seen from the visitors' gallery. Upon seeing that, the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder. I did it because I was told to. By the real Yatagarasu, Badd Faraday. That sounds about right. However, you've forgotten one thing. What? Well, this may appear to simply be the murder of a Codopian embassy staff member. People are actually referring to it as the second KG8 incident. What's that? The second KG8 incident? I'm very sorry, sir. I fear I failed to study hard enough. Well, even among the police, it's information that's only a select few are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? Sir, what do you mean by the second KG? Whoa, Siri, shut the fuck up. Second KG8 incident. In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. It is a 3-year-old newspaper. Alright. You have heard from the Amano Group scandal before, correct? Ooh, yeah. Yes, I have. The secretary of Ernest Amano, the Amano Group's director, was arrested. Under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. CCU was an employee of the Amano Group and the sole witness to the smuggling operation. It was she who brought the crime to light. However, Miss Yew was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Codopian embassy staff member arrested for the murder? Oh, yes, a Codopian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? If only I was in charge of the case, I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor on the case then, and he was as pathetic as ever. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well. That's right. For now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against that smuggling organization. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG8 incident. So that's why it's being called the second KG8 incident. Yeah. Yet there's one difference between the two incidents. What would it be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into an uproar. The great thief Yatagarasu. Yatagarasu? I'd better find out more. What is the Yatagarasu? If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Kodopian embassy, what could he or she have been after? Huh. No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely to steal secrets from the Kodopian embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof positive that the Yatagarasu had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case as well. He's the prosecutor in charge of both the KG8 incident and the Yatagarasu case? Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Whoa, what the f— Oh, that's Kay! What is it, little girl? You're scary, mister! Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. What? A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies. But it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Oh, that's so cute. Baby. Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running around inside the courthouse. Does no one have any respect for this country's judicial system anymore? What? The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is complete. Why, do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can have you mopping up this courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. Huh, a proud one you are. You had better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I'm sleepy. What is going on? Why isn't Faraday here yet? How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? What? What is going on? Bailiff? Where is Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Still not fixed sleep schedule? No, it's just like... I had a long day. You must be the one Mr. Von Karma recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? Me? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar without the evidence from Faraday. What is that blasted buffoon up to? It's an emergency, sir! Somebody got freaking shot! I think it's Faraday. Yo, what the? Silence! There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Bailiff, remove that man from this courtroom at once. Please. Wait, you have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? Oh, I want beef jerky. How come their courthouse has fat food and milk? Stay back. Why is there ants? Look at that. No one's allowed on the crime scene. Period. Is who does this? Oddball think he is. This is becoming quite the hot spot. Isn't she Mr. Rel's defense attorney? Hey you, no running in the hallway, pal. And who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. It reminds me of my aunt's restaurant back then. The sofa looks like it's seen its fair share of views. And it looks like there's another part of the courthouse is visible from the window. Is that like a flat balloon? My eyes have locked with my reflection's eyes in the barred window. As a student of von Karma, I refuse to back down. What? I won. A drink vending machine? Now is not the time to be pondering what kind of drink I want. Really? Interesting. They're selling special court-themed food products here. Many of them seem sort of troublesome and suspicious. Objection, I suppose. And you are... Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point taken. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I am a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. Well, I'm a genius. I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours? Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently, I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream. It's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be at the murder scene. Nice. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know what I don't have to tell you. You know that I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. But it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Wow, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Badd is the one in charge. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2. So you were on guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot and then I kinda froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to not know what it's like to hear one at close range. Then Detective Badd came running to the scene. We went to lobby number 2 together and both men were lying there dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Oh. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion. Young Judges for Justice! Poster of the judge. There's a longer slogan of some sort in 10 letters at the bottom. Every strike of my gavel brings the truth closer to me and my hair farther away. What? Is this a promotional poster for the court or a hair growth product? Fire extinguisher is one word to be hit in the head with this. I suppose the victim would lose a memory or two. But it's not as though I'd ever be so foolish as to be struck by one of these. What? Huh? Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Badd. Homicide. I was informed of the situation and came as quickly as possible. So how did you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Plain and simple. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? Okay. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. What? Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. Can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? What? Is he going for his gun? What? A mirror? It's just a mirror. How dare he trick me like that? Faraday was stabbed to death with some kind of blade, and he had a gun in his hand. The other man, a Mr. Mackerel, was shot and killed. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Oh, to make it seem like they killed each other or some shit. Was there anyone else who went to defendant lobby number 2? Yeah, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. What about the witness? Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides are my only gig. The Yatagarasu case is also one of my assignments. So you were called upon to comment on the Yatagarasu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Yatagarasu or not. Well, looks like you just might have a brain after all in the head of yours, son. Son? I'm not your son, Pops. Okay. Well, what am I gonna do then? Okay, I'm gonna talk to you. Do you have a minute? You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know. Especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred von Karma. Oh! Tisk. That one. Do not take me for some naive novice. Do not take me for some naive novice? So you're a student of Von Karma! I should've... Those clothes are a dead giveaway! Stop right there! These are the garments of one who gallantly presents the facts! Thanks for the great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, okay? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding! I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yew. Oh! You know, but you're related to CCU? And if you're telling the truth, then we are about to go head-to-head in court. Oh, but of course, I've heard much about you, Miss Yew. But of course, I have heard much about you. You're a regular Shakespeare. Did I say something funny? I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? It's just that the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was just murdered. It's not like I could go back into the courtroom pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine, don't worry about it. Oh, what? Miss Yew! There is someone here who wishes to see you. Who is it? A Kodopian embassy staff member by the name of Manny Kochin. What's going on? Detective Badd and Miss Yew's moods just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second. Wasn't Manny Kochin? I'll be right there. It's nice to see you again, Miss Yew. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Oh, what? Fine, let's go. Hey, Manfred. Badd. Von Karma, it's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Yatagarasu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Badd, sir? Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of a crime. If only he would get a promotion and move on. It's the crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. Huh, it's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Badd, the man I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident? So I was right. What is that man doing, wandering around here? That Faraday. I can't believe he let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Von Karma, I think you've said enough for now. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. I'm placing Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here.
Objection!
What? Ah! Franziska! Papa! How can you place him in charge? Franziska, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation. What else? Yo, what? She's baby. So she is here on vacation from Germany. She's the daughter of Manfred von Karma and a student of his who is also junior to me. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it! You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Ha! If you were able to pass, then I'll have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose to you. Never! Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really citing Miles Edgeworth to cover the case? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident that I can do a better job than him. That's just like Franziska. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yeah? These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose in the crime scene? Ha! This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Badd, and I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Franziska, I'll leave this case to the two of you. Understood, sir. Ah, yes, Papa. I'll go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Hold up, Von Karma. I still haven't agreed to this. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Franziska. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can't act all proud. Ow! She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth! As I was saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. For crying out loud, I've been reduced to a babysitter. It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him. He never fails. Now, I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run me through the facts, Detective Badd. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from Detective Badd will be a most arduous task. Whoa, okay. Timpa. Is the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously? You should listen to someone until they are finished talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. You said it 3 times already. Competition? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear any more foolish things come from your foolishly foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm gonna find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Competing to discover the truth behind a crime. How delightfully childish. Oh, you kids over there, hold it. Kid? Ha! Serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I'll do what I please. I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these too? Yes, sir. Detective Badd, sir. Now do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You better not get in our way, Scruffy. You'll feel the bite of my whip if you do. Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, alright? Great. Now even that detective is treating me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. If you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. What? And what would you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. You're so naive. Detective Badd, may I have a word with you? What is it? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons. Yeah, it does. That leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the men acquire the weapons? The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Kodopian embassy staff member. But I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell was being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in. Which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then, why doesn't Detective Badd know about it? Wait, what if... It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have then brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Huh. Maybe you've got a brain in there after all, kid. Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel that it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence so as to protect the honor of the Von Karma name. Let's look at the body. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rell. At first glance, it seems they must have killed each other, however. Using logic, the only logical conclusion is... Aha! What? What was that outburst for? My detective's instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rell that fell first, see? You don't need a detective's instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. Okay. Where are these plastic bags scattered around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? They were but evidence? Looks like Mr. Rell died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used this as a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this at his personaggio? Did he bring this as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. What about this gun? Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot Mr. Rell and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun? I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? I mean, I don't know, why wouldn't he? It's not exactly rocket science, even I know how to pull a trigger. Although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But you're a detective! But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police screening procedures needs a thorough review, huh? Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Yeah, for sure. Anything else? Mr. Faraday, how ironic is it for him to lose his life in a courthouse? Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened while I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. Didn't you become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder. Right. I'm on it, pal. Okay. First he killed a Codopian and missing staff member, then he was murdered himself. This guy wasn't exactly an angel, you know? Oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder or two. Okay. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Deadman. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective's intuition was telling me something. Detective's intuition? Yup. Do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all the time... Whoop. We don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. His head is all black down here, see? I wonder what it could be. If you look closely, this blotching pattern resembles an ink stain. An ink stain? I usually get ink on my own hand when I use my feather pen. A feather pen? He's left-handed, so he can't be holding a gun in his right hand. I've never seen one before. Sure you aren't just making it up, pal? Mr. L's cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with him lying face down. Death is bad enough, but it's truly lamentable that someone would try to hide the truth. Are you sure they were trying to hide something? I can't confirm Mr. L's cause of death with his body position like that. Detective Badd, I'd like to examine the bodies in further detail, if possible. What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them this way they are? I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't ya? Didn't you yesterday say that you were taking notes with your offhand? Yeah, I was. Cause my right hand was holding the controller. I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby! Yes, sir! We've taken enough photos of the scene, sir. And there you have it. Yeah. Okay. Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigation of a crime scene is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. Hey, big fella, turn over the bodies for me, will ya? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir! Understood, sir. Okay, wow. I won't rest until I so and so blah blah blah. There's a knife wound in his chest here, see? I wonder if this wound matches the knife Mr. Rel is holding. Labby? Verify now, sir. Make it quick, from the look of things. One could deduce that the knife Mr. Rel is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. Whatever. There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Hey, you know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Badd is always telling me you should always write your name on everything you own. What? Somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Okay. Ooh. It looks like Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife. What? Is there like a logo? Youch! What's wrong, Detective? My stomach started to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. What? Just keep your mind on the case, alright? Mr. Faraday's holding a gun in his right hand. That's the one Mr. Rel got blown away by, right? Labby, your answer? Yes, sir! We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun. Ballistic markings are the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves when a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking at the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. Yay, that's it! Of course, I already knew all about that, pal. Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy. Oh, come on, sir! Cut me some slack, will ya? So the bullet that was fired from his gun is what felled Mr. Rel. Shot in the chest. Takes some guts to fire a gun in the courthouse. I mean, I've been a detective for a whole week and I still haven't fired a single round yet. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes, that must mean not point blank. Burn marks? A round grows very hot as it is discharged from a firearm. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when a shot is fired from point blank range. So it's impossible for them to kill each other at the same time. Ergo, Miss Rel must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. You sure do know a bunch of neat stuff for your age, pal. Apparently, this detective has as much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Let us now try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial evidence. Then he aimed for the gun at Mr. Rel and fired. However, Mr. Rel managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday with being shot. Yeah, of course. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. What a crazy way to go. Still, something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firmer grasp on what happened here. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Ooh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe, I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see, good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it's just one time in my life. If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume he was left-handed. Like Cancer Cup course. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Wait, that doesn't make sense. If Mr. Faraday is left-handed, then why does he hold the gun in the right hand? Exactly. That's why it doesn't make sense. If you say so, pal. Okay, I think we've done this. The window is open and there's a fresh flowery scent in the air. Ugh, the flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. What? Do you think maybe I could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They wouldn't wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the third floor. Are you willfully ignoring the fact that there are also iron bars in the windows? Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. There are some plastic bags stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but there doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. Yeah, the table's all neat and tidy. Maybe they were super quiet in their scruffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from out in the hallway, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off? The fudge. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. This is the evidence? Oh, I'd better not touch it. I'll leave prints on it. You just not pay attention to anything you do. This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Nice. It looks like the sofa is ready to be disposed of. It's so soft! I could sleep for all 25 hours of the day on this thing. If only I could dispose of him. Oh man, poor guy. Anyways, I want to talk to the guy. Wait, I can? Can I actually not talk to the guy? Oh, I can. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence, pal. I know that much, detective. You're sure good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd be happy when someone compliments me, but when it's this guy... Anyways, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between the two men? I don't know, whatever. Hi, Franziska. I see. Did you figure something out? This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you didn't talk to me. As you wish. Wow. Detective Badd, do you have any thoughts on this case? Faraday and Rel. It looks like they killed each other to me. Although, there are a few things that just don't seem right. Like how he's left-handed, but Huh. Why don't you try thinking on your own first before you bother me, boy? Now I've been downgraded to just boy? Yeah, let's watch TV. Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. And perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. It doesn't have money. Ooh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Whoa! And way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it. You'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I didn't touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. The TV has been left on. Why are you looking at me like that? It wasn't me. I didn't touch anything. But so then what happened? Gumshoe, you do know what will happen to you if you touch something again. Right? I won't touch anything. I won't even go anywhere near the TV, sir. And you, get back to your investigation, alright? I was planning to do so anyway. What? Anything else left to... No, I don't think so. Okay, well... What is this? It might be wrong, but I don't know. Oh, what? There's a very tiny pile of plastic bags on the table, and yet the portion of them wound up scattered on the floor as well. Huh. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. But what happened? In which case, there might not be another explanation as to how they got there. Another reason? I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Wait till you get a load of this, pal. It's Mr. Faraday's. Huh? Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else or in the bag either. Okay. It would appear that this bag is a very important piece of evidence. Yeah. Okay, if you say so, I leave it in your hands, pal. Yeah. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna look up something. Okay. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something I find very peculiar here. The theory that they simply killed one another is too simplistic in this case, and it's so weird. In fact, there's actually a contradiction that shows there's another possibility. No way, pal, really? Huh, I suppose I will just have to show you the contradiction in this crime scene. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I think this. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence? Bro, I don't know. Yeah, the pen. It says left-handed Faraday.
Eureka!
Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it's this. Mr. Faraday used his left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he is left-handed. And yet, the handgun is his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold the gun in his right hand? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how could something like that happen? The facts set up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. Someone else? Or maybe he's ambidextrous, who knows? Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Sorry, what the fuck is wrong with the cable today? Here's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. L survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Do we? Are you sure we know everything? Of course! The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. What? The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant. But the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. Huh? It's all very clear and simple. There's absolutely no margin for doubt. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Ha! Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you, that you don't want to believe it's true? Nah. It's alright, you can disagree with my argument and prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. It's okay, it's time to fight, girl. What happened? Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous while Mr. Rel survived for a short time. From this, it is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after she shot Mr. Rel. What the fudge? And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should further look for any holes in her theory. Look for any holes means press, right?
Hold it!
Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? I have the murder report right here. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. There you see, it's being documented, clear as day. Ooh! From this, it's obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rel.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel before he died? Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now, I hate to repeat myself, however, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright, so if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Mr. Rel before being stabbed. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. And Mr. Rel, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and
Hold it!
So you believe that the dying Mr. Rel stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Rel became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled. And in the end, Mr. Rel was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. This messy condition of the room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing. However, I can't let what you said slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise, so if you could append that statement to your testimony... Fine. They struggled, and Mr. Rel used the last of his strength to counterattack Mr. Faraday. I'm gonna present... Other than gunshot, didn't hear a sign of a struggle.
Objection!
If the two men were fighting, their struggle would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Ha! You place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know. But for the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rel get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right there in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rel saw a chance and took it out at some point. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rel took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed? Isn't there something strange in Franziska's statement just now? Yes, something is off. Fake it till you make it. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? It's simply not possible for Mr. Faraday to have shot Mr. Rel after being stabbed because he died instantaneously, didn't you say? Oh, actually, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
Take that!
According to the coroner's report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately upon being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Ooh, you got me. But of course. Well then, if the report is correct, then there is only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rel attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rel. Therefore, Mr. Rel must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot. Then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense. Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Franziska. I just want to explain it to you as simply as possible, before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive of you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Franziska, you're still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here in this crime scene is the order the bodies fell. Yes. Let me get this straight. What are you arguing? What you are arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rel. Then the wounded Mr. Rel found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot, and Mr. Rel died thereafter. If that's the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look at the order in which their bodies are piled. No! Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rel's. Therefore, Mr. Rel must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that it seems strange no matter what angle you approach us from. Which means that there's a real mystery behind this crime scene that we must solve is, huh? What? No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think that you ought to think a bit more outside the box. How outside? And that it's even clearer now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. Yo, what? She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. I gotta punish her. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her wrong. What happened, part 2? It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of... Bro, what? It's just RNG? The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. I just know that Franziska's explanation isn't absolutely correct. It's bullshit! What are you talking about? All I have to do is find a hole in her logic. Her testimony needs some correction. Once I do, I can then present her with the evidence that proves the contradiction. Oh shit, hold on.
Hold it!
About... What? Pressing someone's testimony in order to gain some time to think? You're a real one-trick pony, aren't ya? It's too bad your trick only works on fools. That wasn't my intent. I simply wish for more details as to how Mr. Faraday ended up on top of Mr. Rel. Someone's impatient. I was just about to explain everything to you. So do you think you could hold on for a minute? Franziska, I'll make you a deal. I'll hold on if you hold on to that whip of yours. Oh, I'll hold on to it, alright, as I whip you, huh? Wow. Well, now that you've quieted down a bit, I'd like to continue if you don't mind. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same... It really doesn't matter in the slightest that they fell in the opposite order. What the fudge?
Hold it!
What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? I assume Mr. Faraday had the two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rel while holding both the knife and... What? After Mr. Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rel grabbed the knife as it was falling and... That is how Mr. Rel wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, it is more than possible. Yes, it's possible, but what about the burn marks? The no burn marks? Then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. To that extent, I'd like for you to append what you just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. Rel died. There's no gunpowder burn. Okay, this one again.
Objection!
She just doesn't pay attention. So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as it is written on the crime scene notes, the firing of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Rel's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rel and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. She's 13, the attention span is at an all-time low. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rel moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. What a completely foolish line, a foolish thought from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, and who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first with murderous intent? That would me. Neither man, whatever, bro. Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. Von Karma Cocomelon. It was that third person who killed both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel and set their bodies on fire. Just kidding. Off to make it look like a double murder. That third person is the real culprit. Oh, Miles Edgeworth, there's just one thing you're missing. The way out? Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person involved in this crime? Of course. If a third person was truly here, that fact would resolve the glaring contradiction. The proof that this has all been a setup, made to look like they killed each other. I'll present it and lay bare the final piece of the puzzle that's not yet in place. What is the piece of evidence that proves there is a third person involved? Bro, what the huh? I think I don't know. Which one? Maybe the it could be the gun. It could be the gun because, like, obviously someone put it on his hand. Or it could be the plastic bag. Do I need to put this bag inside another bag in order to preserve it as evidence? Ha! That's funny.
Take that!
I'm gonna do handgun. The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand and the oh, yeah, alright. Both are correct. These two items point out to the presence of a third person. How so? Recall Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for the moment, there's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. If the culprit held a knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch new blood splatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then, by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one in with them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. Nice. Looks like we've still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
What? Judge? What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Badd, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under... What? Under arrest? What? What is the meaning of this? Ha, looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. The detective claims he was there standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Huh? Miss Yew, I ask that you please explain that last statement. I'll let His Honor explain it himself. I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What? See, Mr. Badd? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? Gumshoe? Did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir! It would appear that one of who set this whole crime scene is that detective, which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Is that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Now spit out the truth, so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir, honest. I really was there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Detective Badd, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish for a disciple of Von Karma, after all. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? state of the hallway? No one else was in the hallway at any time, correct? Huh? Oh, of course not, pal! You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me? Watch your mouth, pal! You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence! I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Miles Edgeworth, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace! Maybe I should ask about something else. Oh, he wasn't in the hallway then. Why were you missing from the hallway from a span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? But there is testimony against you that... Miles Edgeworth! Why are you wasting our time with a completely useless question? Okay, what about the motive then? The only logical reason as to why he was absent is that he was busy committing the crime. Anyone says otherwise is a fool. Okay, fine, we can try asking the motive then. I suppose the one thing I'd like clarified is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing this crime. Motive, huh? Gumshoe, you got a grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir, not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. But what about Mackerel? Is that a fact?
Objection!
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? Whoa, does he have a motive? I'm not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share it with us? However, be forewarned that I will not hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is the perfect explanation. You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale, and Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit!" A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut? That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? Oh my goodness. You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge. I trust him. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that need to be filled in. Miss Yew's perfect explanation may not be so perfect at all.
Hold it!
Mr. Faraday was upset. Yeah, you know what else. Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat red in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making now, right? I'm completely innocent, I tell you. The poor man. Oh my goodness. He was quite the scene with the detective. Stood there super pale, and Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you."
Hold it!
You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you? Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. But that's why when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier, I knew to steer clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. But you do. Huh? What if got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows. Huh? Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun. Miss Yew, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? She's mean.
Hold it!
To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. Oh my god. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of his fingers. My god. Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people? Well, I guess they really shouldn't cut people's pay. Detective Badd, don't tell me Mr. von Karma cut your salary earlier. How's that for the perfect explanation?
Hold it!
You call your explanation perfect? Is it not to your liking? No. Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yeah, of course. Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. Whoa, what the fudge? Motive for killing Mr. Rel, I guess. I understand Detective Gumsh's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday, but... what about his motive for killing Mr. Rel? His motive for killing Rel? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? That's impossible. She must know something. Wait! Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. I didn't even do anything and you're already laughing away. Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyways. Oh, would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight, or is that a requisite trait for being a von Karma? Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this rude woman up! Now we should both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. She's rude and mean! There's no one out here with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rel, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. Okay. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. Second KG incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member. Where is it? I don't see it. It's not here. Oh yeah. Kodopian embassy staff member, Manny Koshin, found not guilty. A shadow over the Imano group. What's his relation to the smuggling ring? Victim is CCU! And the two men who both wounded up as suspects in this case. Is it someone else I'm overlooking who is someone related to them?
Hold it!
So there is no one else who might have a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel? I suppose no one is a bit of a stretch. But I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in this courthouse today. She's lying to her teeth. Just saw someone like that here earlier. Besides, you don't need to prove that a killer had a grudge against both men. Okay, I'm gonna try to present. If it's wrong, then it's fine. Miss Yew, I believe there was someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? Coach. Many coachins? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was the suspect in the original KG8 incident. And a member of the Kodopian embassy staff, Mr. Manny Kochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Kodopian embassy staff, Mr. Rel. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Kochin had no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose you might have a reason or two. You cover for me, pal! Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it! You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Kochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Kochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Kochin was up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. And the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way! Come on, Detective Badd, you've got to believe me, sir! I really was in the hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay, then are you saying it was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. And why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if the detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up a space towel on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe, time for your interrogation. Oh, poor guy. Detective Badd. Aw, poor guy. Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho ho ho. Nice. Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yew, if there's something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? What? Why is she covering her mouth like that? So, what do you want to ask me about? The current case of the murdered Kodopian embassy staff member. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG8 incident. Oh yeah? Where's the proof? I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with the false accusations. Faceless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me? If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not gonna make any headway like this. I'm just gonna have to show her exactly how related to the KG8 incident she is. I'm gonna present this because it's got victims, CCU! Miss Yew, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG8 incident. That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG8 incident? They're the victim. Your connection to the KG8 incident is through the victim. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. What? Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Miss Yew, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Okay. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group was my sister CCU. As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial. by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of a lack of evidence. No, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. Then, the evidence had been tampered with? Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggling ring being run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out, they were in league with each other, all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I wanted to become the lead defense. Oh. On this case that people are calling the second KG8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer in this case after he'd arrived. He figured he'd say hi and one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away, it's kinda creepy. But it's just as Mr. Badd said, he's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claim that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? He wouldn't die, he would just like get his hair white or something. Gray. Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know, laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth? Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure all the criminals of this world are found guilty. Okay. I have no need for laughter. Sheesh, what? There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going, as I have a few loose ends I need to tie up. The KG8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus the detective, Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over. But whether or not the detective is the murderer can only be determined once I completed my perfect investigation. Mr. von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. To be continued. Whoa, Siri, shut up. Save. Middle. Wait, I'll be back for a bit, guys. I'm gonna do something. I want to do idle meeting. I don't know. My neck hurts a little bit. So I'm gonna get some muscle ointment. I've been uncomfortable the whole time sitting down. Yeah, I'll be right back and then we're gonna continue a bit. I don't think I can finish this case tonight because I think some people said that this case is gonna be long, but we'll see, guys. We'll just see how far we get. Be right back. Whee! Okay, I am back. Ouch. We're gonna continue, I guess. Oh, good. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. If it gets too uncomfortable, I might need to retire early for tonight. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Kodopian embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely, huh? Oh, looks like you'll have to wait until just a bit longer for your big debut, huh? I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Kodopian embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus. Ha! Speaking of circus! Right, sir. I grow wary of this topic, Edgeworth. I will have you assigned to a different case. Hi. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for? Why is the police... Look at the police, what are they doing? I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. I was so disappointed to hear the entire circus was not an actual quote in the games. Wait, what? No, I thought it was an actual quote. I swear to God, is it a Mandela effect? Or I could have sworn. It was a part of, you know? The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. It's not? It is Mandela effect. Yo, Papa. What do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Too much circus in the brain. Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. And you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and the solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. Okay. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor. Okay. That's not very first-rate of you. King Halo reference? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Franziska, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Whenever Franziska says Papa, it just reminds me of Johnny, yes, Papa. Franziska, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare in the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in this case. What is the police doing? Washing his head? Oh no, what's wrong with that water? Yo, what's wrong? I can't stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. What? Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolish actions of a foolish fool. Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of water guzzler later. She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. Huh. Hi. Miss Yew? Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? You were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I I am Franziska von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor of the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows crunched with lines in your forehead. And that, to ask of you? What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at the crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard the gunshot. Oh no. And by we, I mean Mr. Badd. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Badd? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. So I take it that you are what is this, Detective Badd? Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KG8 incident. Detective Badd is also related to that incident. That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yew? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Badd, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. The Yatagarasu is 2 people, bro! It was practically a given that the 2 would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see, he did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe you should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Okay. Sorry about laughing at murder, it's my coping mechanism. Yo, that's just like me. That's just like me and streaming like a sad scene and I'm just like laughing and people are like, Reine, you are horrible. Why the fudge are you laughing? And I can't explain it. You claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Badd. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Badd came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Badd about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody. And she's not laughing. Her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyways, Mr. Badd and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. Wow, what the fuck. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. Mackerel. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out, Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up? Source, I made it a frick-up. Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there is no footage of him sneaking into the Kodopian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. What? But they are no match for us von Karmas. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rao was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Sheesh, alright. Miss Yew, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thieves out for money, you know? Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives? No. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Franziska, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may shoot. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. That just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I had never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information. Namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I got a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yew is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yew. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Sure. Whoa. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Youch! As am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective. I really didn't. The words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about if you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you? I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, detective. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did ya? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Badd the same thing myself, pal. Turns out, he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported it at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, aww. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school of every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. Wow, how pathetic for the detectives to be comparable to a mere school child. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier at around 3:20 from Detective Badd, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet, something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow! Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So it was Detective Badd who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Okay. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. Ah! Wait! You can't do that! There's nothing of any particular value here. Oof. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Badd, so, you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Is it his salary? Ah! Hands off, pal! Just show it to us already. Yow! Annual bonus check within $5 total. Except there is no check inside. You've had your look, now give it back, pal! It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know? So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back! You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later. How could you? Oh. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait, since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood. Please make it brief, sir. Okay. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. Oh, sorry, I need to present. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than a gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you're also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yup, not even a single ant. No, that's a lie. There was an ant. There were ants. There were ants. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself. Oh. But it's true! I didn't see anyone go through the hallway and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Okay. You... Ah! What the fu... What? The f... Huh? What is going on? How could you have not noticed that coming? Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? Kids can sometimes be so cruel. It looks like she dropped something. Swiss roll? Maybe you should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I've asked all I need to of this man. Now for Detective Badd and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 then. I suppose. So, shall we head on over, Franziska? However... Hi, Ants! So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, detective. My god. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. von Karma recommended, correct? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see, Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by von Karma. I bit my tongue. Are you alright, Your Honor? Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss von Karma, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy for a proper title. Oh ho! Very well then. I shall call you Miss von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. How about your earlier testimony? Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as the defender of the law. I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure it out. Figure out the detective's exact movements. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir. I guess we know all the players in this case then, huh? It would appear that way, but I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere. It doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area. I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more. Is there no one working on this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. It's a $9 orange juice, that's crazy. I'm thirsty now. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Yeah. Very well, you may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after. Oh. I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being a trial run by this judge. Oh, hell no. Let's see here now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. This is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. Oh. When I was going to the restroom, the detective Gumshoe is it? He was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there's not a soul in the hallway anymore. Maybe he was covered by the vending machine? Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's why my finely honed judge's intuition said. Maybe like, you know, like the guy said there's a $5 under here. Maybe like he accidentally dropped his $5 and he was like trying to get it like behind the vending machine or something. Yeah, like on the floor, trying to like that guy, or like behind the vending machine. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Ho ho ho! Apparently, this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. That's probably all I'm gonna find out from Miss Honor. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Ho ho ho! Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime. The judges in this country seem rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Sure. Detective Badd, I have something I wish to inquire about. Yeah? Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movement during the recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me. A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it!
Franziska, I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Badd. Please continue. jeez. I used the phone on the first floor and called up the precinct. I told him to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Badd. Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came into these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said, not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. And around what time did all of that take place? Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards out in this floor's main lobby swore to me he didn't. If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone to lobby number 2 just as I suspected. Huh. You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I am still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Badd, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival in the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug who was just walking around in the hall and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies in that order. That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does. Little miss. I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You'll treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else. You wave that thing around anymore. And I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare. Just joking. Detective Badd is really something if you can make Franziska behave. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about? We asked about the time, right? Situation. Place. Where were you when you heard it? Oh, so that? Okay, whatever.
Hold it!
Time he heard was like 30 minutes, right? Or I don't know. Oh, exact time? Okay, fine. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. End of recess. But I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, the sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So you heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Okay. Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste. Oh, come on! All you're doing is standing in front of this door, doing nothing. I get the sense that he is someone investigating this crime scene, or rather, that he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Badd, may I ask that you cooperate with us for just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say. The two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then. Be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us, however. May I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation? Do as you like. Okay. Hi. Well... I mean, we did talk to them. Can we present something? Okay, yeah, okay, we can ask the ants. I want rest! Oh, now we can investigate. What is this? What is this? It's a pink colored piece of trash made of rubber. It's balloon! It's Kay's balloon! I feel like I've seen something like this before. Well, I see it's a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there is litter running loose inside this courthouse is simply unforgivable. Ow. It's not like it was I who littered. Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin. Ow. Cactus. What's the matter? I pricked myself on one of these cactus needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Eh? What? Anyways, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Because the balloon was popped by the cactus and that wasn't a gunshot, but it was the balloon popping? Bro. The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. But if you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squished under it, bro, what? You better work extra hard just like these ants. Sheesh, okay. Same goes for you, Franziska. Okay, what was the ant doing? So that window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom. I can't see it. At your height, I'm not surprised. Really? But the sound would be pretty different. But they were hearing it from, like, behind the doors. So it would probably be... I don't know. I guess short people have feelings, too. Oh, what? Okay. Yo, what the... Poop? What are these black speckles? I believe it's a pile of ants eating away. Oh, the detective. He claims that not a single ant split by him. It's the cake! Whatever, like, Kay was eating. And yet here's a whole hill of them. Right. It's the Swiss rolls or whatever it's called. As a replacement for that pathetic detective. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detectives' growing tab of pay cuts. Anyways, I wonder what the ants are eating. From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a sweet stroll. That's what I'm saying. Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. It's not me. It wasn't me that dropped food on the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean. Man, jeez. The dirt on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. I can't believe there is someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame!
Hold it!
Calm down, Franziska. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you? I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints of the person who sullied this bench. I see. And then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob. You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes, sir. I've got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir. And do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to... Gumshoe? Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. Ah! Judge couldn't see because Gumshoe was sitting down. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I... He used all of his bonus to eat Swiss roll. Oh my god, okay. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the inside of this bench consists of nothing but ants. Ew! Oh. Okay, fine, whatever. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a pop balloon. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. He's making a most ridiculous looking face. That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose. I suppose. But to von Karma, if it is the truth, the thing that carries any weight. Of course. Okay, if it's useless, then so be it. There are no signs that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime. If you could already tell from a distance, then why are you wasting time examining it? Let's not try to rush absolute genius. Sheesh, alright. I want drinks. I want drinks. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Just lovely, what will they think of next? Don't be a jerk and core like these beef jerks. 1 packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. Defendant's fresh milk? 1/2 pint for $7. Stay neutral as a Swiss stew until the end with these for $6. They're awfully overpriced. The lineup is simply awful. Period. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine. I was wondering about that myself. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Stay neutral. The end of what? Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess? You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh? I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all. We're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together. If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it. Cute. Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean? I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now. Oh, milked by. Okay. No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the very... Okay! Milk right here from the various defendants? Miles Edgeworth? You can't possibly be serious. Of course not. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence? Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long. Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of an orange juice may not be so bad. When you're in a hot water, you might need a hot dog. It looks like the slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was... Prosecutor Winston Payne? Huh, what a pathetic slogan. No presence at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read... If you leave matters in the von Karma's hands, everyone in court will be found guilty, dogs!
Objection!
Overruled! Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks, I see. Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun? Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name? Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up. You're acting so foolish that I got so thoroughly mad and now I'm now utterly famished. If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. Don't let the prosecution and the defense make a ham sandwich out of you, huh? It sounds like it's directed at the ham of a judge. Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can outmaneuver him any day. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, that was entertaining. I love that. Alright. There we go. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they not have come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that? It may not seem like the right venue, however, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as a Swiss stew until the end with these. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally, after all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Jeez. Ugh, how could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyways, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. Contradiction? Where? He only had $5. I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Again? Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Shit, what? Yeah, this one. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is, how? $5 from Gumshoe, $1 from Kay, I think. And then they split it. That's why she dropped her share. I believe now I have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too. Alright, Franziska. Would you care to share what conclusions you've come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of the competition, you know? You should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. He looks like Burbur Patapin. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before the Von Karma. Silence in the courtroom. Silence, I say. I was like thinking, you know, like I was looking at him, you know, when he was like standing there, like with the stands earlier in the lobby number 2. Damn, what does he remind me of? You know? And finally it hit me. Silence, I say. Okay. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von Karma. I'm Mr. Genius Prosecutor Successor to Manfred von Karma. You bit your tongue again, didn't ya? As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want. Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. During the recess, I went to the restroom. There is a window in the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machine. When I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty? That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Ow! I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Interesting.
Hold it!
Okay. He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say... I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines? Why, yes, I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. The detective must have gone into the crime scene lobby number 2 at that point. So he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard. And over the courtyard, did he?
Hold it!
Salah pencet kocak. Can we present here? Maybe I could. I don't feel like pressing. Salah pencet kocak. Now about his honor's testimony, I believe his line of sight to be an important factor. If it's that important, why don't you hurry up and tell him already? I will, but there's one more thing I need to do if I'm to correct his honor's testimony. I'm going to need to retrace Detective Gumshoe's movement. Yes, of course.
Objection!
What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Ha. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. If you must know, the uncouth bench Solier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Oh, well that's good, but who was it? You were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing just murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? Huh, it is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. As evidence, I submit that Franziska herself was unable to see out of that window. Yeah. I knew I should have used her height as evidence. Basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway being viewed from the men's restroom. Then? It seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window... Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. For real, for real. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value that you would like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remembered something else just now. Oh, what now? Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he? Yeah, it might not be a bad thing. The more info, the better in the perfect investigation, right? I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyways, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard a loud bang of a gunshot. No, that was the freaking balloon. How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, Could you try to state the important facts first next time? Oops, sorry. I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. Eek! I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought that sound was just a noise popper until just now. Now that he mentions it right before you started the trial, he did talk about that. I mean, at first he did say that it sounded like a popper, not really like a gunshot. And then because somebody died, he was like, oh yeah, that was a gunshot, even though it was a pop balloon. Yeah, was there someone celebrating a birthday? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up with when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Okay. It doesn't mean that the detective was sitting there. No, I forgot to testify earlier, but probably the most important detail. Can I just immediately present? Can I just immediately present, please?
Objection!
Oh no, I have to press. Fuck. I have to press. So annoying. I'm lazy, bro. Nothing stands out to me as a contradiction in his testimony. If I'm correct, his testimony is... I know that. At this point. I think my first line of attack will be to draw more information. Okay, that means to press. Yeah.
Hold it!
As we established, you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at one point in the recess did you look into the hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvene. Oh, okay. 20 minutes, yeah? Just as I expected. That wasn't the gunshot. And I demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Alright, if you insist. Let's see. I looked into that hallway about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. Hold on. Yes, this one. Badd's testimony. He heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again.
Objection!
I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I can't allow you to not allow me to make an objection. I've been overruled? Why does Franziska look so young? Because this is a flashback. This is a flashback. This is Edgeworth's first job debut in court, sort of. This is, look at his hair. It's all black. What do you mean by that? She's like 13 here. Hold on, let me actually check. She is 13 years old! That's so cute! Yeah, she's here for summer vacation. She's supposed to be still in school in Germany. This is von Karma, age 60. This is Gumshoe, rookie detective. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von... Instead of biting your tongue, what... I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Franziska. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you need a step ladder or four to accomplish that. Step ladder mentioned. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. And I hear the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Ha. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Badd. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you just say? Your Honor, you just said that you have heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day! The loud sound of a gunshot! The sound of a gunshot. You keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence. I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what the gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard, is the balloon.
Take that!
I found this object in the hallway earlier. Finally, what is that pink substance? It may not look like it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record. Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. No, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at the time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene in defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you are fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. I want to trade these coins with you. That's it. The balloon that girl was holding. It explains everything. Bring the girl! For interrogation. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to it myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name? Whether we did it just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Okay. One day after my birthday. That's fine. What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove he's completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony... Yeah! My lips will object loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I gotcha, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break this lie, then we may never get a break in this case. Oh. I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Badd's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in the hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. Okay. They're still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. Okay. What?
Hold it!
You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from that door, just like I was ordered not to. Okay. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity. Scruffy, if you're gonna lie, at least tell us a more believable one. Ouch! But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. My god.
Objection!
I have an objection. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might have recognized this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things, the courthouse special Swiss rules, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can't go around dirtying up the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate, slovenly pig! Ow! I promise to clean it up later, I swear! Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from in front of the courtroom door, sorry. If that were really the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Ah! Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands? Ouch! It appears that Franziska's whip can do more damage than my words alone can. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. Last statement. It may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us? Huh? Oh, of course not! I've got nothing else to hide, pal.
Objection!
Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else. Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you are aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct? Huh? Remind me again, pal? That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for 6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. $5 annual? Isn't that right? Oh. Let me ask, then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation of that? I told you I bought it by myself, pal! There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me, so there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? How? What proof do I have that there must have been someone else there in the hallway? The balloon maybe?
Take that!
What the heck? Oh, sorry! Not the balloon? Okay. Okay. Miles, how long do you plan on being strung along by this moronic detective? Okay. Okay, how do I... Someone else in the hallway. This one, I guess? The Swiss roll, perhaps?
Take that!
Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal! I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls. Wait, if you didn't buy it... And that means you must have stolen it, you thief! Well, I would never do such a thing. All you liars are the same. You started as thieves. You're under arrest, pal. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective? This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone. Oh, there were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you then gave the other one to a certain other person, didn't you? No way, pal. You got it all wrong. I ate both of them. Hi. Oh my god, stop. It would appear that we've caught you at last. Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl. It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up to me and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow? I have a name and it's Kay! Kay what? Kay Faraday! Faraday? Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? I am not you, I am Kay! Okay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Well, then you shouldn't have put Gummy under arrest, mister. Gummy? I guess it's that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe. What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong. Okay. It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail. Wow. Okay, we can't... Okay, fine, let's talk to her then. Now then, Kay... Why is she hissing? She's like a stray cat. Yeah, sorry guys, I have nothing to do with the... In case you choose like doing things, I have nothing to do with it because it's not my OBS right now. It says excellent connection on here. I should feed her the Swiss rolls maybe?
Take that!
Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down. Oh, a Swiss roll. It really belongs to you though, doesn't it? Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy. But Daddy's... Aw, man. I don't want to say it. Oh my. Your father. He's... Ah, don't just say another word, pal. She doesn't know yet. Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. I overheard the guards talking. No, about how Daddy's... He's not here anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him. Okay. Gumshoe's like, okay. I'm not gonna cry. Aww. Poor girl. It's alright, let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. Oof. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me. This child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here. How about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Oh no! Ah, don't blow your nose on that! I feel better now. Thanks. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, are you going to be alright? Yep, I'm already alright. Somehow, I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises. You're a very brave girl, Kay. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry just for you. Aww. Thank you very much, lady. That's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Franziska is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh, I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working hard on? Okay. I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. Oh, that's so cute. A promise notebook? Might take a look inside. Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Aww. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you'll continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try! Hey, Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Gummy, I want gummy bears. Aren't I, Kay? What is with the two of them? I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so-heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? A poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends! In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier. Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while and that's it. Oh, which means... we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess, isn't that right? You got me! I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister! Very well then. I'll just have to speak with a good detective in private later. Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay? Well... I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough, and I really wanted one. Come to think of it. She did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct? Oh, well, that's why. Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? Ouch. Yow! I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. Yes, well, now that it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Okay. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. Oh, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct? Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page. Oh, never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me the next time we meet. Okay! Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers. Haha. Okay, nice. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh. I believe it is now crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway. Ugh. I told you to stop being mean to Gummy! Miles Edgeworth, there is still something you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? You still haven't offered an explanation for why that man would lie to us. That's... well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay. Ah, so that's why. So what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can't explain that, you can't call this a perfect investigation. The reason for lying is very simple. What? Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence proves that Detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? The Swiss roll? Bro, I don't know. Oh, never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to understand you understand. Aw, that's so cute. Aw. The bonus. Is it the bonus? Or the Swiss rolls? Or the buck? Why? Why is it the buck? Because she took the Swiss roll from Gumshoe?
Take that!
Mr. Faraday and Kay's promised notebook? How does that explain anything? You could take a look at this page. It's clearly written that Kay should not take stuff from strangers. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay. What a foolish fool's fool for a foolish reason for a fool. Ow! You lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay. That's why. Gummy! What? Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill the goods. I'd been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry and that snack vending machine was taunting me. But all the cash you had on you was $5 and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. Oh my god. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll, but I only had about $1 in coins. So we pooled my $5 and her $1 together, and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me, so you didn't really get it from me, you know? He told me it would be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together? Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate? I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal! Anyways... Okay, I believe this also belongs to you. Ooh, that's from the balloon I popped! It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, Kay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on the windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon, I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it up. So I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped this off of the Swiss roll. Wow, you really got me there, pal. Oh my god, naughty girl. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. Ah, so you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright, I'm perfectly unharmed. What about the Swiss roll? Would it be alright with you? If I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah, sure! Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty. Wow, all that for this. Which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection!
Sheesh, alright. Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss Yew. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people. What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what have we here? What is the child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child away. Miss Callisto, you! That girl is Mr. Faraday's. I know, so what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild all around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, Detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct? Yeah, but... You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He is the only person who could have gone to lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. I have no counter-argument to that. Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. What? But the investigation is far from over. Oh, that's right, I was gonna speak with you about that. Really? Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on the criminal, or you may regret what comes of your negligence. Yeah? Ooh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of von Karma. Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. Oh, so we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe, we formally charge under all of the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Badd and Miss Yew were at the time of the crime. Lobby number 1. Okay. There's still one more investigation, but I think I might need to stop here. Yeah, my throat's feeling kind of funny. It's like a huge portion. It's like the last part, but I think like we're like 2/3 or or even like less. Next we can go to the real scene of the I mean like not real scene of the crime, but like something close to it. And we can find more clues and finally, I don't know, find the truth. Okay then. Thank you so much guys for watching. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. It's kind of itchy. Did I inhale some cat hair? I don't know. Not sure, actually. Okay. Thank you so much. We're gonna be reading super chats before we end the stream. Yay. Thank you. Maybe it's the macaroni you ate? You think so? I don't know. I was fine after eating. It's just like just now it felt kind of weird when I started like you know. Okay, we have non-square pixels. Speaking of horse divorce, I did my first ECP run today. It's the Ura Finals champion, but alas, only a B rating. Any tips on raising it? Good stat distribution, good skill distribution, and also which comes from better support cards. Better support cards will definitely help. It is, yeah. Yes. Just high roll easy. Yeah, usually people who think like, oh my god, it's so hard to get A, is better, yeah, usually not have access to better parents to boost the stats, or not have access to better support cards for better skills and stat boost. Yes. We have Franzi's, there it is, the absolute greatest pun name in all of Ace Attorney. It's all downhill from here. Dead man. Thank you. Yes. We have Slot the Shadows. When Mr. and Mrs. Man named their newborn son Dead, I wonder if they already knew what he'd grown up to be. Well, you know, people eventually die, right? It's just a matter of when. You know? We have Slot the Shadows. We know this accusation is absurd because present-day Gumshoe has had his salary cut so much he's living in a cardboard box eating instant ramen with his fingers because he can't afford chopsticks. But it's still like, hey, my best pal Edgeworth. I think it might be, you know, I think their relationship might start from here, you know, like Edgeworth saving Gumshoe from this accusation, and Gumshoe's just like, hard eyes, my best pal, you know. People die when they what? People die when they're killed. We have Anton M. You and Moy would be a perfect couple. Oh my gosh. Life full of joy and laughter. That's what everybody dreams of, right? We have Slow the Shadows, Nicholas M. Mick-chan G. Swagberg. Thank you. And Slow the Shadows, Edgeworth is getting abused and insulted by so many women in this chapter. This must be how he eventually realized he preferred men. Yo, what? Let's go. Yeah, so it seems like Franziska was already whipping people at such an early age. But that's fine. Alright then. We have Anton M. Case full of rad geezers and pesky whippersnappers. Yeah, it's the people are either very old or very young here. So many kids too. Sheesh. Franziska in her summer vacation. Young Franziska is cute, I think. She's like freaking 13, yo. That's like year 7 or something. Yeah. What a child. And Anton M. Defendants fresh milk, yummy and nutritious. Hey, let's go. And glad to have Manfred von Karma back. He's just one of those cool villains, and he inspired AG Poo and Baby Fran to become the best prosecutors ever. For real, be a true von Karma. Yes. I love her hairdo in the younger day. I know, what a nice hair, right? And Slaughter Shadows, thank you so much for the Akasupa. Thanks so much for all the great streams this week between Aoni Physical Exorcism and I, plus our long-running classics Yabe and Ace Attorney. It's felt really nostalgic and I enjoyed everything so much. That's true! Yeah, that's true. Hope you can rest more comfortably after the stream. Thank you. And yeah, wow. Yeah, like you guys said, like, wow, this week is full of the classics. I never really noticed it, but I guess, yeah. Somnium Files is back. Physical Exorcism new game. Aoni is back. Yeah. That's crazy. How old are Gumshoe and Edgy? Edgy is like... Sorry. Gumshoe's like 26. I think Edgeworth is like fresh baby lawyer. Yeah. Kaname Daddy stream tomorrow or rest day? Rest day. Tomorrow rest day. 20? Yeah. Absolute rainy core week. It is. It do be a rainy core week. Alright, have a good rest day. Thank you so much. You guys have a good rest day. Have a good Sunday. You can, if you haven't, you can watch the iVod. So we're gonna be ready for no sleep for Kaname Date next week. I love it. Iris is getting killed. I don't care if the video is fake. So cool. Thanks for the streaming. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thanks, guys. When is it? On Monday? I don't know, but like probably early in the week. Alright. Yeah, today's stream ends here. 本日の配信はここまでとさせていただきますわ。I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys enjoyed, please consider subscribing or join the royalty. Thank you so much, everybody. それでは皆様, terima kasih perhatiannya. Thank you very much for your attention. Salam rakyat, everybody. No stream tomorrow, but I'll see you guys next week. Salam rakyat. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night.